Trailers are the best because it's sort of this concoction that's meticulously put together to try and captivate the audience into going to see the full-length film. As a viewer, it's a risk, a gamble even, a rush, but maybe, just maybe, it'll pay off in the end. And with a careful and well-trained eye, you might be able to spot the elements that tell you if a film is good or not. But I suppose that depends on the person's perspective, not the film itself.
Hello and welcome back to Old Soul Podcast. My name is Bree, that's spelled B-R-E-I. Thank you so much. Today is going to be about captivating trailers. The first film that I'm going to recommend in terms of going to watch the trailer and maybe eventually watching the film, if you have time, if you're interested, is Anora. So from the trailer, it seems like it's about this young woman who works at a strip club, and she meets this young guy one night, and he sort of offers up a deal for payment. This clearly is a transactional agreement, sex involved, wild party scene sort of vibes, a little bit of chaos, but ultimately entertaining. It looks entertaining. And then they have some conversation about him being Russian, sort of playful when they first meet, and later into the night, and as they are somewhat getting to know each other, he's talked about the money that he has, and then she sees his actual house that he's apparently living in, and I think she starts to be like, okay, he doesn't just say he has money, he does have money. They start talking about green cards, and I guess he talks about some visa that he can get if he gets married, and then they have a quick shotgun wedding. Really, it's not a wedding, it's let's go to Vegas and get married sort of vibe. And a lot of this film seems to be taking place in party scenes, and we see a lot of strobe lights, city vibes, and so they do that. They get married apparently from the trailer, and then as everything moves on, we kind of see everything escalate as some group of men show up one day, and they're talking to our main character, Anora, who I assume we're following through most of the film, based on the trailer. And they're basically telling her that she doesn't know who she married. And you can tell that she's probably mostly in on this because he's rich, which, okay, cool. But she seems spunky and you get what you get, and this is what it is. And I think that's what really drew me in the trailer. She seems to have an accent, city accent. It's really raw, and it definitely places her in a specific geographical place, but I just can't place it. But there's a lot of spunk and authenticity, and like I said, this is who I am in the trailer, and just scenes and moments from her performance in the trailer made me really interested in this trailer and eventually in going to see the film. Okay, so the next film that I am interested in seeing from the trailer is called Sing Sing. And it basically seems like this film is going to be about prisoners who are finding a form of escapism through theater, being able to get lost in story and away from the reality of being behind, four walls, bars on the windows. And we see kind of cracks in the trailer where we see how happy they are to be having this opportunity to have this sort of theater class that eventually will put on a production, and to really embrace these characters and these roles. And then we see the prisoners arguing with each other, or we see how they express themselves and talk about how much they are enjoying being able to be on stage and perform and things like that, and how maybe people who are inspecting them or guards or whatever are sort of cracks in that, and they're saying, oh, are you acting now? You love acting so much. And sort of how that's disappointing and disheartening from the trailer. It's heartbreaking actually to see that. And then we hear another crack where it's talking about 25 to life, and it's whoa, what did you do to get in prison? And that's my thing. This film looks like it's going to be heartbreaking, inspirational, beautiful, but even in the trailer I can feel myself wondering, this place is so scary, you know. It's supposed to be where bad people go, and there's levels to that, right? What level are these main characters at, right? So it's like, are they in jail for murder? Or it seems more like prison, not jail, but I think there's layers of complexities, political complexities, and there's going to be definitely a heart-wrenching moments in this film, but there's something about it that screams it's going to get a lot of awards. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Anyway, the film again is called Sing Sing. Looking forward to it. The first film I talked about, Anora, is being produced by Neon, who is making a lot of really cool films and has for a while now. And then Sing Sing is produced under A24, who, of course, it's A24. It's probably going to be amazing because every A24 film is either amazing or at least entertaining. So, yeah, that's really interesting. Anyway, bye.